Record. Check it back.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What you got?
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Hey, 59, ready. You ain't got nothing.
They go play action now. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mike. 46 down, man. 5-4. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, exit. 54. Watch 54. We are
on 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, Lou. Watch the ship. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 27.
Now Gurley. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. Waiting! Who that? Switch! Wide. Get
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Ready?
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Ryan. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 46-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touch. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check Mike 50. 54. Hey, red 5-2 on here. Here I come again.
Wentz now on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down, Philadelphia.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. Waiting.
54 Mike. Hey, here I come.
Kill.
Here I come. No.
On first down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Kill. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Hey, express.
Get the field, defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return, Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Mike,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Jackson.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Done. 280. 54. 65. 65.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room here to run. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Barnett, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Check. I got him. Mike, 36. Base. Mike, 36.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Ryan's throw caught by Jones, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Undercrush. Got it. 53, Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Hey, South. Playing soccer.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Now Ryan. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At the 46-yard line.
36 to Mike.
21.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Back. 120. 40. 82. 40.
Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
180.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Let's go. Let's do this.
A road win in the National